everybody, welcome to the second game of this series. We are spawning directly on top of EGPuma. He is going to be this red Terran in the top, representing evil geniuses in this IPL 3, going up against LiquidHero, very strong Protoss player. He's going to be blue on the left, representing Team Liquid. This is going to be a great game, as you've already seen the first game, won by Puma in a very nice fashion on Shakur's plateau, just really taking advantage of Hero's couple missteps, faster expansion, fooling him with a nice cancellation of a factory. So very well done by Puma, and we're going to see what's going to be happening in this next game, whether or not Hero can capitalize and try and get into a good position where he's actually not going to be down and lose the entire series. It's a best of 3, so if Hero does end up losing, it's going to be the end of him. So, Hero is going to be trying to chrono boost out some probes, which is perfectly normal. If we look in the land of the evil genius, you're going to see, we're going to see a factory built out of him as we're watching this refinery being thrown down. It could be a 1-1-1, it could be fast Banshees, it could be fast Hellions. It remains to be seen. But whatever it is, it promises to be aggressive against a build that Hero is nexusing first. Okay, so LiquidHero going to be going for a Nexus first, I would assume. I mean, he's over 200 minerals. There's no gas, no gateway. There's probes queued up. He's at 15 food now. I am be shocked if he just doesn't do this. It would make no sense. There's a probe going down. We're going to follow him and expect there to be a Nexus. And there it is, Nexus first from Hero. So this is going to be very cool to see how this is going to pan out. The Nexus first going up against Puma's somehow fast tech build. I'm still waiting to see what he's actually be going for right now, as he's not finished the barracks quite. I'm just hovering over here to figure out what it's going to be. As then we see this SCV come down, it will be throwing down the factory. One Marine will be built. We're going to wait to see if there's going to be a tech lab or something add on to the barracks to try and swap and allow, and allow for tanks. Some weird play like that is definitely a possibility. Puma's no stranger to 1-1-1ing, so we could definitely throw down another refinery and work on getting out just Banshee tech or of that sort. But this is going to be interesting with Hero's Nexus first, whether he's actually going to be able to defend against this. A reactor is being thrown down, so we could be seeing reactor Marines, possible switching with the factory in order to really see whether or not Puma can do economic damage in the face of Hero's Nexus first. So now, with this Nexus almost complete, we do see this gateway done. Cybernetics core is there, so that's going to be a third of the way done. If we take a look here, we see so they are going to be swapping. So Puma is going to be producing his Hellions, and actually, you know what? This raises a really serious concern for Hero. He has no stalkers. His summon score is not even done, and he's going to have to be dealing with Reactor and Hellions. And yeah, Puma's going to see that and just be like, yes, I can move in with Hellions and do some damage. And actually, I think that's just the starting probe that just now got in there. So Puma taking that out, and there are those Hellions moving down here. And we do see Hero chrono boosting out that Stalker. Probably going to need a third gate. Okay, so there's going to be a third gate next gas. But here come the Hellions. They're going to be running off the ramp, and they will be able to move forward. They're going to get hit by the Stalker a little bit, and we are going to see us probes around on those Hellions with the probes, but there will be a little bit of death. I think 2 or 3 died. 2 or 3 probes died, and it looks like 4. Yeah, so 3 harassment probes died, and then the 1 scout at that ramp was dead. But still, Puma is getting a late expansion compared to a Nexus first. He did manage to take out 3 probes, but that is not going to equalize damage that has been done. Just in terms of economy versus economy, the strength that Hero really has. Now we're going to see Hero being aggressive in the face of all this. With this 1 Stalker going to be able to push forward and get thwarted by this count of Marines at the front. So the bunker is here, and running around. Looks like Hero is just going to go ahead and be able to put down a pylon. Maybe, but he's going to be aggressive with the Zealot, and he loses the Zealot. So Hero is going to be able to just have some Stalkers. I'm waiting to see a pylon get thrown down. And Puma actually might scout that. If he scouts the pylon, he'll probably overreact and think just in case the possibility of crazy gateway aggression coming out of Hero, he's going to need to throw down some form of bunkers in order to really just be safe. But if you take a look at Hero's base, we see no third and fourth gases, just those 3 gateways, Robo, and he's just producing probes units right now. It's 38 probes to 27 SCVs. And now we do have this factory looking at the pylon, the warping of the sentries, but with only 3 sentries warping in, it's entirely plausible that Puma may just think that there's just 3 gateways and not build more, but it seems like he will be playing the safe route and throwing down these bunkers. And pulling SCVs, actually, so he's really going to try and be safe. You can see his infrastructure, he just now finished add-ons for these barracks, and he's just going to get out a couple more Marauders. Okay, so now as I try and maneuver so that my arms are not really in pain like they have been, we're going to move forward, look at these guys, and I realize I can't actually move very well like that, so we're going to move in, and I'm just going to have to deal with the pain in my arms. So now moving down over here, we do have the factory continuing to run around. Observers are now going to be on the map, and with the Stalker and this Stalker morphing in, we're probably going to see a little bit of damage being done to the factory. Don't know if it'll actually start burning down or not, but we will be able to keep an eye on that. Starport is being built right now, so Puma will have access to Starport tech, even if this does go down, and it actually is burning, so Puma's going to need to repair that in order to keep that factory open, the factory tech open, and the possibility to get more starports open as well. Especially because of the fact, if we look down here, Hero is getting a robotics phase, which means Puma is going to have to deal with Colossi. Very strong play from Puma to get that up, especially with the low tech of just those 3 gateways. And there's a Colossus being chrono boosted out. As for this factory, it's going to move forward, and it's actually really start getting lose a lot of health. And Hero's got a good observer placement. Going to run around and take a look at the entire army composition that is there. So now Starport is getting its reactor. Everything's looking solid, and this factory is now down to 60 health. And I do not. Was there? Okay, this is actually going to burn down. I'm going to ignore that as the proxy pylon gets taken out, because we're just going to take a look at this as boom, boom, and oh, more booms. Salvaging of all those bunkers, and so that is going to mean that Puma is probably going to go ahead and do a little bit of a push now, at the same time as he's going to get a 3rd base. And speaking of 3rd bases, Hero over here has got a 3rd base of his own, halfway done, looking solid over there. As actually, another interesting thing to know is that he's actually researching hallucination and chronoing out. So he really wants to get, I don't know, hallucinated phoenixes to scout. He's pushing out with 1 Colossus. He might actually hallucinate some more Colossi to actually be aggressive with that and try and force Viking production instead of medevacs. You can see Puma just finished 2 medevacs and hasn't started anything else. But this command center is now a 3rd of the way done, and looks like a double drop may actually be about to happen. Completely filled Marines. That's a lot of DPS, but seems that, oh, Hero's got that sense / observer to see this coming, and that's going to force Puma back. But Puma did see that those Colossi are there, and he's actually still producing medevacs. So he looks like he's not too worried about the Colossi counter. Maybe just wants to have more medevacs for this push, but now we see him pushing in, and not going to be happening. Actually, he's queuing up Vikings. So he's going to be wary of those Colossi, but he will push forward with this drop. Trying to be aggressive. You can see that Hero's army is not that strong. He's basically faking it with those Colossi, and with this drop coming in, that could be pretty. Actually, never mind. It's not going to be troublesome, as Hero does have Stalkers in play to deal with these guys, but we do see Puma pushing back. Yep, he is pulling back, so not a worry over there, as he will be able to just retreat, not take any losses, and move forward. But he actually could be losing these 2 medevacs. That would be a pretty big deal, actually. Yeah, those are dead. And those are nice pickoffs from Hero, but Scan going to kill off an observer, as Puma will be pushing down. So now, it's actually a pretty healthy attack. He's got the +1 attack, and unfortunately Hero's going to be out of position, and Sim probably going to happen. Yes, there's the Stim, and oh, this is a dead Nexus. They're just going to watch as this Nexus just falls. Goodbye to that. Actually, a little bit of spreading happening as well. But now you see probes going down. We've got the Lieutenant Colossi coming in, but they actually end up dying with that little animation. So Puma, instead of being afraid and targeting down the Colossi, will just go ahead and just contentedly attack the Zealots, thinking this is probably a fake Colossus too, but that burning is happening. He's got to realize maybe the animation there shows it's a real Colossus, but he is taking losses, and as we see, Puma will just lose his army, retreat with 2 Marauders alive, and we'll probably need Hero to throw down his Nexus once again. That's what I'd be expecting him to do. Will he do it? And okay, cool. I was about to actually claim myself to be a fool, but I'm no fool. That was rebuilt. Puma's third is now up and running. The PF is done. He's got SCVs queued up, ready to get that eco up, and Hero may just go ahead and be aggressive with this push. Look at his tech. He's switched over to Twilight Council. He's getting his Templar Archives, getting down more sentries, more zealots, and with these 5 more gates that he's added, he can get a very healthy count of gateway units with a gateway army. He's going to need upgrades, though. The Forge has started getting the attack upgrade, but nothing as of yet in terms of armor, which is what really benefits the zealots. They actually already have charge. Wow, so Hero's really been working getting out that the charge slots out, and he might actually want to press up here, but he's going to push in for the first time, see the PF retreat, and take a little bit of damage on those zealots, but he does have sentries. He could always just force field on the outside of that PF to take it out. We'll see if that will be his choice of what he wants to do, but he will take out these rocks, try and open up an avenue to have a nice bit of an attack. Especially with these units that are still locked up over here. He's definitely playing it safe, not trying to lose any drops. It's even worth it having his army being weaker than it really could have been. But it looks like he's warped in Templar. He's getting size Storm and looking very, very solid as he's continuing to upgrade. This observer is still here, by the way. I'm actually seeing his ship weapons are being upgraded, so Puma is definitely fearing the Colossi. He's actually making more. He's got double starport tech out, and he's producing the Vikings. He's really expecting the Colossi tech to be coming in strong at the moment, but really it's the infantry that's going to matter. He's got the +1 attack. He's actually got Ghost Academy out on the field as well. But now we're seeing moving in, taking out the he's taking a nice storms from Hero. He's going to be able to take out that PF, and the storms are forcing these units to be very, very scary. And yeah, they're going to actually stim, run away, and take away a lot of energy on those medevacs. And it looks like Hero takes out this third, and he's going to actually. Wow, nice force fields. Actually pick off 3 Marauders for free. That's definitely a nice move. Might even be able to pick off that medevac or not, maybe not. Maybe I'll just pull away and retreat, lose a couple zealots, but buy some time. And oh no, the Colossus 16 kills, make it taken. I don't actually know, it shouldn't be able to taken out. Those Vikings are dead. Okay, good. Colossus survives. We always like it when Colossi survive. We're still looking over here. Oh, actually, we've got a Templar and an Archon just sitting there. Stim happening to take out the High Templar, but those Marauders will be able to retreat alive. Archon's going to retreat alive, and this Colossi is still up with 16 kills. We are going to see these guys moving forward, and a couple force fields, but seriously, Hero can just spend every force field he really wants to. He's got 9 sentries here in perfect place. He doesn't really have to worry about much else right now. But it looks like this factory may go down. Missile turret goes down. The observer, by the way, that observer is still there, and Puma has no idea. And this factory actually is about to get killed off. Wow, so very, very nice killing of factories in this game from Hero. As we're going to see these guys pushing forward, moving in, going to not engage. Smart move by Hero with that not PF, but just CC, blocking off area, preventing the surround from the Zealots. That would not be a favorable engagement for Hero. Looking around over here, we do have Zealots in play, and actually, we actually have a probe going down here to the bottom of the map to expand in the face of this Marine. So that is going to be unfortunate if that actually ends up being forced to be canceled, but that probe actually stemmed on that Marine and started stepping to kill it off. A nice little bit of a move. But now Puma, what was supposed to be his 4th, will now be turned into his 3rd once again, and we can see the Planetary Fortress is starting to be morphed, but oh, that's just mean by Hero to push in again and start pushing to attack this. We're probably going to see him, the force fields, he could really start target firing in this command center, try to take it down. We do see the blink moving forward. Zealots are there to take out those SCVs as he will be pushing in and attacking, and looks like he will be retreating happily. But we do see Puma down here with this drop. He's going to be able to stim, run in, and probably force a cancel on this base. This pylon's very close to dying, but the Zealot there, so he killed that Marine before, but there is the cancellation. And, oh, just right in retaliation, Heroes just go ahead and push in and start going against Puma in a nice storm. Oh, very, very nice storm. That High Templar gets 4 kills, and we do see some more force fields to prevent any reinforcements going up in here, but there's nice EMP, an army, and more storms zoning the army of Puma, making sure that he can't be really, really, really effective. And Puma is now 20 minutes into the game, and look at the mineral patches that are left here: 1,300, 1,200, a little under 1,000 for that one, but that's the only one that's really there. So this third's been shut down, and Puma's getting starved out. His main is just about mined out. He's got this orbital command, but and Hero's just like, you've been forced to cancel my 4th at a blue mineral patch. Time to get the gold base. So he gets the gold base. He's throwing down cannons to help himself be safe. But this observer is watching as this army is moving down. Watchtower control, showing the entire army's strength. Puma is at 2-1. Hero right now is just at +1 armor, and that's about it. I think it's +1 attack, +1 armor. But still, these guys could easily be jockeying for position, try and get that right attack move. We're going to see actually a 1 ghost go down, EMP going down, and we could be having engagement moving in. Looks like we're going to have EMPs going down over a lot of things, but there's a Psy Storm, and Puma may just be attacking his position. He loses 2 ghosts to the cannons, but he's going to continue pushing in. Oh no, Colossi goes down. That's unfortunate. It looks like that might have been the Hero Colossus that got all those kills. But in the meantime, we do have a drop going down over here, being taken care of by those Zealots and Stalkers, as Puma may be pushing in, possibly not. It seems like he actually will not be pushing into this base at the moment in time. He will, however, be going down here to really pull back. No, he's going for the natural. He is going for the natural. He will be taking down units. Hero's not in a good spot. He's going to push in, deal damage, taking out those gateways, taking out so many units. He's targeting down all these guys. He's been caught in a choke, but Hero can be vulnerable to EMPs. Will we see the EMPs happening against all those Archons and everything? Yes, we do, and it seems that's going to be enough to scare Hero back, as Puma is taking out tech. He's taking out very important base. It still has enough to mine, but still the Templar are out in force. 5 Templar. All should actually have enough to storm, and force fields are very much available with all those sentries. We're seeing move forward, and storms going down over everything in bases. Circling the force fields and everything to try and make sure that nothing can escape those storms, and those units will be falling. Hero is dealing damage, but looking over here, we have another attack here from Puma to try and hit that base. That will not be successful. The Charizards are moving forward, but the upgrades for Puma, what are they? They're 3-1. 3-1 upgrades, while Hero's just at 2-1. He is getting down the +2 armor, but that's not a crazy amount of units. And actually, he just picked off like 5 medevacs for nothing. They're just so low health. But it seems that he's going to go ahead and attack this third that Puma's been trying to get all game. Colossus is going to be taken out quickly by all of those Vikings, but still, Psystorm is available and doing so much damage. Archons are going to be able to tank a lot, deal a lot of damage, and splash. And we're going to see a Psystorm, and oh my god, this is like the last few units from Puma. He is taking damage, so much damage. You can see this SCV has managed to actually take out an Archon. That's not right. Now we see moving forward, and units moving down, but they're just SCVs moving down. So Puma's going to try and come in and attack with SCVs or something to try and take this game, but lifting off the orbital command, and there's actually GG from Puma. He leaves the game, so LiquidHero will become victorious, and that is a nice show for him. That's actually a really cool last frame with that explosion. So we're going to look at that for a second as we just say, thank you for watching. Game of 3 is going to happen in a second because Hero is taking this to a 1-1 of a best of 3. Let's see what Puma will take for his next map and what that will actually entail. Thank you guys very much for watching, and let's finish this series up. Yeah.